Good morning dears. Already we had seen exercise 1.5 up to 5th problem. Now we are going to do the 6th problem. I will read the statement. Listen carefully. Add 2 to me, then multiply by 5 and subtract 10 and divide now by 4 and I will give you 15. Who am I? Who am I with the number? We have to find out. First statement is add 2 to me. Now I am going to represent a letter I for me. So I am adding 2 to me, I plus 2. The next statement is then multiply by 5. So now I plus 2 I am going to multiply by 5. What is the next statement is given? And subtract 10. So subtract this number by 10. Next statement is and divide now by 4. Divide by 4. From this statement we have to find out the letter I. And next statement is given to us. I will give you 15. So this is equal to 15. Look at the statement carefully. Add to me. I letter is representing me, then multiply by 5, I plus 2, multiply by 5 and divide by 10, subtract by 10, divide by 4 gives 15. So I plus 2 into 5, subtract 10, divide by 4 equal to 15. Division, it goes on that side, it will be multiplication. So I plus 2 into 5 minus 10 equal to 15. Division goes on that side, multiplication 15 into 4. Now I plus 2 into 5 minus 10 equal to 15 fours are 60. Now minus, it goes on that side, it will be division. So I plus 2 into 5 equal to 60 plus 10. If you are adding 60 to 10, answer is 70. So I plus 2 into 5 equal to 17. Now multiplication, it goes on that side, it will be division. So I plus 2 equal to 70 divided by 5. So I plus 2 equal to 70 by 5. How many 5s are there in 7? 1, remainder 2, now 24. Totally 14 5s are there. So I plus 2 equal to 14. Now addition, it goes on that side. Subtraction, 14 minus 2, I equal to 12. So who am I now? I am 12. Again I will read out the problem. Add to me. So I am adding 2 here. The next statement is multiply by 5, then subtract by 10, then divide by 4 gives 15 is given to us. We have to find out what is I. I plus 2 into 5 minus 10 divided by 4 equal to 15. That division, it goes on that side, will be multiplication. So I plus 2 into 5 minus 10 equal to 15 into 4. 15 you are multiplying with 4, you will get 60. So I plus 2 into 5 minus 10 equal to 60. Subtraction, it goes on that side, will be division. So I plus 2 into 5 equal to 60 plus 10. So I plus 2 into 5 equal to 70. Multiplication, it goes on that side, will be division. I plus 2 equal to 70 divided by 5. So how many 5s are there in 70? You are getting 14. I plus 2 equal to 14. I equal to 14 minus 2. Now I is 12. This is the answer for this question. Now come to 7th problem. Listen carefully. Kamachi, a fruit vendor, sells 30 apples. How many apples he is selling? 30 apples and 50 pomegranate. If she makes a profit of rupees 8 per apple and loss of rupees 5 per one pomegranate. What will be her overall profit or loss? This is a question for us. How many apples she is selling? Number of apples sold, that is equal to 30. If she makes a profit of rupees 8 per apple, so what is a profit for one apple? It's given to us profit for one apple is rupees 8. What is the total profit for 30 apples? So you should multiply profit for 30 apples equal to 30 into 8. We have to multiply now. If you are multiplying 30 into 8, 3 8s are 24 for 0, 0, 240 rupees. So profit for 30 apple is 240. And how many pomegranate he sold? That is equal to 50. What is the loss? Loss for one pomegranate equal to rupees 5. What is the total loss? Loss for $50 pomegranates equal to 50 into 5 rupees 250. What is the profit or loss now? Here profit for 30 apple is 240, loss for 50 pomegranate is rupees 250. So you should subtract. Now loss or profit, here profit is 240, loss is 250. Overall he is getting a loss. Now, 8th problem. During a drought, the water level in a dam fell 3 inches per week for 6 consecutive weeks. What was the change in the water level in the dam at the end of this period? Once again, I will read the statement. Listen carefully. During a drought, the water level in a dam fell 3 inches per week. So, number of inches fell water level fell in 1 week. They are given to us the water level in a dam fell 3 inches per a week. So I have taken here number of inches water level fell in 1 week equal to 3. But we should find out what is the water level fell in 6 weeks. So you should multiply. Number of inches water level fell in 6 weeks. Sorry, 6 weeks, that is equal to 6 into 3 equal to totally 18 inches. Totally 18 inches. They are asking to us 1 week the water level fell in 3. So we should find out what is the water level 6 weeks fall. So number of inches water level fell in 6 weeks equal to 6 into 3 equal to 18 inches. Now come to 9th problem. Buddha was born in 563 BC and died in 483 BC. Was he alive in 500 BC and find his lifetime? Buddha was born in which year? Born in 563 BC. Now, and died 483 BC. Died in 483 BC. One thing you should know, years BC are always considered as a negative integers. Years in BC always representing negative integers. So, here minus 563 BC, here minus 483 BC. We should find out what is the lifetime. So, you should subtract what is the year he died. From that, you should subtract the what is the year he born. So, lifetime equal to minus 483 minus of minus 563. So, here you take the additive inverse 483 plus 563. If you are subtracting 563, 483, 0, 16, 8. So, totally what is the lifetime? 18 years. So, Buddha's lifetime is 80 years. This is the first lesson is over now. Now, I am going to teach the next lesson. Next lesson is for you measurement. You are all very known that area and perimeter. What is mean by area? You know what is mean by area? What is mean by perimeter? And you learned area of a square and perimeter of a square and area of a rectangle also, perimeter of rectangle, both shapes also already you learned. This class we are going to learn about parallelogram. What is mean by area? Amount of surface enclosed by a closed figure is called its area. What is mean by perimeter? The distance around by a closed figure. Called perimeter. No, the amount of surface enclosed by a closed figure is called its area. The distance around by a closed figure is called its perimeter. This is a square. The amount of surface enclosed, this is called as area. Because here this surface enclosed by a closed figure. This is called as area. What is meant by perimeter? The distance around by a closed figure, or else you can say simply the boundary line of the closed figure. Boundary line of the closed figure is called its perimeter. Whenever you are thinking about the perimeter, you can remember your house compound wall. That is if you are going to construct a compound wall, you should measure a perimeter. Suppose if you are going to construct a building, you should measure a area. Area is measured in square units, and perimeter is measured in units. What is the area of a square? You know very well because you did so many problems last year. Area of a square equal to A into A square units. Don't forget to write the units because unit is must. Perimeter of a square equal to 4 into A. What is the area of a rectangle? L into B, that is length into breadth. This is a square, you know very well. In a square all the sides are equal. In a rectangle opposite sides are equal. Into L plus B. Here in a rectangle all the sides, opposite sides are equal and parallel and each angle is 90 degree. So you no need much for introduction about area and perimeter because already we know very well. Now we are going to learn the shape of parallelogram. From that rectangle, now I am going to define the area of a parallelogram. Now this is a parallelogram. A parallelogram is a four-sided shape in which opposite sides are equal and parallel. Now I am going to draw one perpendicular line. Now I am going to cut the triangle and paste it on the other side of the parallelogram. If you are pasting, what is the shape you are getting now? That is a rectangle. So from that figure we can obtain area of a parallelogram equal to area of a rectangle. From that figure we obtain area of a parallelogram equal to area of a rectangle. You know very well what is area of a rectangle? L into B. Instead of L, I am going to write here H because height only we pasted here. So this is a height, this is base. So H into base, so B into H. So area of a parallelogram is equal to area of a rectangle. Area of a parallelogram is equal to area of the rectangle. So what is the formula for area of a parallelogram? B into H square units. A rectangle is a parallelogram, but a parallelogram not a rectangle. And one more property also we can say, area of a parallelogram as sum of the areas of the two triangles. How we can look at now? This is a parallelogram now. Now I am going to draw one diagonal. This diagonal divides the parallelogram to two triangles. So we are getting two triangles. What is the area of the triangle? Sum of the areas of two triangles. What is the area of the triangle? Of BH plus of BH. This diagonal divides the parallelogram into two triangles. So area of a parallelogram equal to sum of the areas of two triangles. Area of a triangle formula you know, half into BH plus half into BH. If you are adding, you are getting B into H. So this property is area of a parallelogram is equal to sum of the areas of a two triangles. What are the properties parallelogram holds? First one is opposite sides are equal. And one more property is given, opposite sides are equal. By using this problem, you are going to do the exercise number 2.1. The first one is, first option is given to us. Height is given to us 3 centimeter. What is the base is given? 4 centimeter. That is one side is given 4 centimeter, other side is given 11 centimeter. We have to find out the area of the parallelogram. What is the base? 11 centimeter. What is the height is given to us? 3 centimeter. So height equal to 3 centimeter. What is the area formula? B into H. So base is 11 into 3. 11 3s are 33 centimeter square. If you know the formula, you can do the problems easily. Second one. What is the height is given? 10 centimeter. What is the base? 13 centimeter. Or yes, here 7 centimeter. Here 13 centimeter is another base because height is given to us 10 centimeter for this base. So 7 centimeter only parallel sides. So base equal to 7 centimeter, height equal to, we should not take 13 centimeter here. So height equal to 10 centimeter. What is the area formula? B into H. So base is 7, height is 10. Answer is 7 tens are 70 centimeter squared. Once again I will tell, listen. Here the base is given 7 centimeter for this base. Height is given to you 10 centimeter. So base equal to 7 centimeter, height equal to 10 centimeter. Area for the parallelogram B into H. 7 into 10, 7 tens are 70, 70 centimeter squared is the area. Now second problem. Find the missing values. First one 18 centimeter base, 5 centimeter height, and area we have to find out. What is the area of the parallelogram formula? B into H. What is B is given? 18. What is H is given? 5. So 18 into 5. 18 5s are 90 centimeter square. This is the answer for your first question. Once again I will tell, listen. The first option, base is given to you 18 centimeter and height is given to you 5 centimeter. Area formula is B into H. If you are substituting the value of B and H in this formula, you are getting 90 centimeter square. Second option, base is given to you 8 meter and height is not given to you. So we have to find out the height, but area is given to us 56 square meter. So you can substitute that values for this formula, you are getting the answer. How to find out? H equal to area divided by base, because area equal to B into H. Area you know, base is given, height alone we have to find out. This multiplication it will come this side. Area by base equal to height. Have you seen this one? Now H equal to area by base. What is the area? 56 divided by 8. How many 8s are there in 56? 7. So height is 7 meter. Once again I will tell you, base is given to us, area is given to us, we have to find out the height of the parallelogram. We know the formula, area is B into H. So area is given 56 meter and height is given, base is given 8 meter. 56 divided by 8. How many 8s are there in 56? 7. So height equal to 7 meter. Come to third subdivision. Base is not given to us, but height is given to us 17 millimeter. What is the area is given? 221 square millimeter. Likewise, we can do this problem also. How? Base equal to area by H. What is the area? 221 by 17. I am doing the calculation here. 221 by 17. 17 13s are 221. So now what is the area of base here? Base equal to 13 millimeter. Come to third question. Suresh won a parallelogram shaped trapeze in a state level chess tournament. He knows that the area of a trapeze is 735 square centimeter and its base is 21 centimeter. What is the height of that trapeze? Once again I will read out. He won the parallelogram shaped trapeze he knows that area of a traffic. So what is this given? Area of a, that means it's a parallelogram, because that shape is parallelogram shape. So 735 square centimeter, and its base is given to us 21 centimeter. What is the height of that trapeze? They are asking to us what is the height of the trapeze. So area equal to B into H. What is area is given? 735, base is 21. We have to find out H. So H I kept on that side itself. 735 comes on this side, division 735 by 21. So 735 by 21. Better we'll try 3 table. 7 3s are 21. Here 2 times, 13 4 times, 15 5 times. Again only one possibility, we can go for 7 table alone. 3 7s are 21, 35. We are getting 5, so totally 35. So height is 35 centimeter. So height of the trapeze equal to 35 centimeter. Suresh Vanya, parallelogram shaped trapeze, that area is given to us, base also given to us. They are asking to find out the height of the trapeze. So we are using the area formula, area equal to B into H. We are substituting base and area. We are getting the height of the trapeze is 35 centimeter. So that's all today's session. Other problems, rest of the problems we will look at the next session. Thank you dears.